Meanwhile, Lairo, how are things going on your end? Are you getting a lot of queries right now from people?
Yes, actually,
Um,
we are getting a lot of queries regarding the ERP, the features, and also some people are requesting new features. So we even put out the roadmap live today, so you can find the roadmap in the bottom footer of the website. So there will be a few things, and we will be consistently updating the roadmap depending on the customer's requirement.
Awesome, awesome. So that's
Right.
a great news. So guys, if you have
Yeah.
just joined in, welcome so much. I'm Udit Goenka, I'm the founder and CEO of PitchGround. And with me is Lairu, who is the founder and CEO of an awesome ERP known as Dislio. And in this very second episode, we're going to be talking about why you need to have an ERP system if you're still one of those people who's using Excel sheets, if you're still one of those people who have no clue about what is ERP, or if you're one of those people who is still using paper and pen to write down their systems, or if you have agency customers, brick and mortar businesses who are still clueless about how to be accountable and how to document things properly using a proper ERP system, and then have a much better prediction in terms of how to really execute your entire plan strategy, have a persistent order coming in, get a better prediction of how to grow your business. And that is not possible if you do not use an ERP system. So, Lahiru, before we get started with the presentation, to all the audience who are not using ERP, if you have to explain them why someone needs an ERP in just a couple of lines, can you explain?
Yes, for an example, let's say if you want a greater visibility in your business, and if you want to see all the information at a glance, and if you need to take accurate business decisions, you definitely need an ERP in your business.
What kind of issues I can face? I don't want an ERP, right? I don't want to invest in an ERP. Why do I need it? Like
Yeah.
I've been making predictions. My family members have been making predictions, right? My father, my grandfather have been making predictions without an ERP, and they have grown in business. Why do I need an ERP?
Yes, with the like it depends. Like let's say with the current situation, the let's say the COVID pandemic and everything, and also with the current development of the technology, and there are many things that you could do much better and the faster way if you have a tool with you rather than doing it manually. You can do most of the things faster way and easier way without having more lot of cost. So that's why you will be needing an ERP. Actually, not all the ERPs are expensive. There are affordable ones in the market. So definitely, if you are a small and medium size business, I think you should consider an ERP in your business.
Okay, awesome. So, guys, if you are still wondering why do you need an ERP, this presentation that we have created is going to help you answer that question. Not only that, your business is going to get much more organized when there is an ERP. You can have much better predictions, which is what is required. So, in a very layman's language, let's say that you're running an e-com store where you have got 20 orders this week, 30 orders this week. What are you going to do for your 30 orders the second week? What are you going to do the third week, right? How many orders, how many stocks do you need to have in your backend? It is not possible to scale up if you don't have the system. If you're running a certain ad, you know that you're growing at this rate, right? All this prediction is something that is very time consuming. And when you use an ERP system, it makes your life very easy. One of world's biggest ERP is SAP. I'm not sure how many of you know about it, but it's one of the largest billion-dollar company, and every single major retail stores out there, if you talk about Walmart or Walgreens or any of those major chains that you see today, they are using an ERP system, right? But those ERP systems are built for big businesses, right? But why do you have to shy away from using an ERP, right? You need to have similar features in order to run your business, right? You want to grow. And when you have an ERP system, you can document everything in so much better way that can help you grow in a much better system, in a much better way. And that's exactly where Dislio comes into picture. So Leheru, are you ready to start with your presentation and share it across
Yes.
with everyone?
Yes.
Awesome.
Give me a second while I share my screen. I hope you can see the screen.
Yeah, it's working fine.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to talk about three main things today. So how to select an ERP for your business, and how to set up an ERP for your business, and what are the benefits of having an ERP in your business. Okay. Now, first let's move on to how you would select an ERP for your business. So before you do that, you need to clear out your mind, sit somewhere, a calm place, and think think well about your business, right? And think about your current difficulties of your business. If you are a, if you are a person who's running a distribution business or a retail business or maybe an agency, there are a few things you would definitely run into. So like, let's say if you are getting daily orders, and likewise you need to know the current stock position exactly. For an example, if you are selling a product, you need to know how many quantity in your hand is there, and how many you would be need to order to avoid a stock out. And how you would if you are managing multiple warehouses, in the each warehouses you need to know how many items are there exactly. So this cannot be done with a manual way, or using an Excel sheet, and it would take hours for you to figure it out, these information. And also, uh, let's talk about profit. All the business are for profits. So uh, if you are an importer, and if you want to know the exact cost of goods that you have sold, and if you are selling like multiple products, for example, if let's say if your inventory contains more than 1,000 products, there's no way you could keep that in mind, that the each cost of each product, and the what are the involved costs that you, when you getting down those goods into the market. And also one of the major things that uh, inventory management system helps is to make the stock valuation, because this inventory change consistently. There could be 10 items today, 15 items. If you add 5 items, it will be 15 items, and if you sell 10 items, it could be go down to 5. So this valuation consistently change. There's no way you could monitor it consistently and real time. So for this also, you would be needing an ERP. Also sales. Let's talk about sales. So let's say you have more than 10 people going in the field, bringing you sales orders and sales. So you need to monitor those people. You need to have a figure in your mind to identify who's performing and who's not performing. So these are the difficulties that you would face when you are running a business. And also, if you need to track the product movement, for an example, let's say you have 100 items in your inventory, and you need to know what there are seasonal products that move fast. So if you need to know what would be moving fast in the Christmas season, you definitely need to have some kind of a system to monitor that. So those will be the difficulties that you will be facing if you don't have a system. And next question that you need to ask from yourself is, what is your expectation from an ERP? What type of problems that you are expecting to solve from an ERP? So one major thing is the visibility of your business. So you need to have a broader visibility of your business. Also, you need to, if you need, you should be able to dive dive deep into a different sections of your business and get the exact information without going through hundreds of documents or Excel sheets. And you need to maintain accuracy to run the business correctly. For, let's say, if you are if you have credit customers, you need to track the credits and the credit periods that the customers have. Otherwise, you will not be able to collect the payments. And also, like I said before, for to optimize the inventory, you can use an ERP. And you need to think the third question that you need to ask from yourself is why your business is in bad shape without an ERP. So probably you have gone through at least one of the problems that I have told you before, and you need to think about that, and you need to think about how you can solve this with an ERP. And what do you want to achieve using an ERP? What are the goals that you would be need to complete using an ERP? And definitely, you need to think about improving sales by identifying the moving products, and let's say identifying uh, bad debtors and the good customers, and all the information at one place makes it gives you a lot of visibility to take correct business decisions. So these are the major problems that you are going to solve with an ERP. So let's go to the step 3. So now you sit down and think about how to solve this problem, and you decided that you want to go with an ERP. So now you have to research for an ERP solution provider. There are plenty out in the market. So you can use internet, magazines, newspapers to find out all these people, all these companies, all these products. But you need to identify the exact matching ERP for your business. Otherwise, it will be definitely useful. So there are few things you need to consider when you are selecting an ERP for your business. So first thing, do they serve your business category? For an example, let's say you are in a food industry, and if you select a manufacturing and more production oriented ERP, that will not work for you. So you need to select an ERP which is more relevant to your domain, more relevant to your business domain. So that's a major thing that you need to consider. And the second question that you need to ask is, if the solution provider is ready to customize their solution based on your requirement. For example, let's say not every business is similar. Every business has their unique selling propositions, and the workflow, even the workflows is different. So not every product in the market, even if it fits into your exact business category, it may not match to your business. But if it comes to that point, you need to think about customizing this ERP product, and you need to have a look at it and realize whether these ERP providers would be able to give you a customized solution as well. And the next major thing is the support. So you can buy many kind of ERPs, but if you don't know how to set it up, or when you get a problem, if there is no one to answer the phone and solve your problem, that will be no use for your business. So definitely look for a consistent support team, maybe 24/7 chat and email support, even dedicated tech support over the telephone. You need to have that in your ERP service provider. And any question that would help you to shortlist your ERP, maybe you need to consider the price point. Like they said, the major player in the ERP business is that, but maybe your business might not be ready yet to purchase the SAP, or you might need to look for a affordable solution. Okay, let's move on to, let's say you have selected the ERP provider. Now you are ready to move into that ERP. So there are few things you need to consider when you are going into a ERP. If you have done all the work manually, then you need to organize your data first. you need to get all the things into Excel sheets maybe. So that will be easy for you to import everything into the ERP. Or if you already have Excel sheets, you need to remove unnecessary data and sort it out in a way that would be easily imported into an ERP. Right. Now you need to list it down. What are the information that you need in the ERP? Maybe if you have invoices, overdue invoices, definitely you need to get it into the ERP. And if you have, if you think all the settled invoices could be stay there with the manual Excel sheets, so you can ignore them. So likewise, you need to sit with your staff and go through each and every bit of data of your business and figure it out what you have to put into the ERP and how you have to put it in the ERP. Right. So next thing, always ask help from the ERP solution provider, because for some things, for an example like data imports, they might be able to help you. They might be able to give you a better solution to import the data without much hassle. So if you are going to upload it manually, you may have to type all the customer information, or you may have to type all the product information into the ERP. So even the ERP solution provider could have easily imported it with one Excel sheet. So always ask support from the ERP provider. So they will happily help you to get your data into the ERP and sort it out. And the step 6 is, let's say now you have decided the ERP, you selected the ERP, you sorted out all your data, and now you are ready the ERP. Now you have to train your staff before you're going live, because this really matters, because you need to seek a ERP solution provider who teach your customers and who give you good knowledge of the ERP before you go live. Because if your staff does not know what to do in the ERP, you are going to have much bigger problems. Okay, that's about the setting up your ERP. And so I will move into the third topic, benefits of having an ERP. Right, having an ERP, so there are two kinds of ERPs, desktop ERPs and cloud-based ERPs. First, I will, as in general, I will go through this list. So this is the benefits of having an ERP in general. So when you are having an ERP with all the modules, you will get the total visibility of your business. So with one click or few clicks, you will be able to figure it out, all the information in your business at one place. So you could have a better idea about your business and better idea where your business is at this moment. And this also helps. Having an ERP with organized data helps you to have the customer retention, because you could give a better support to your customers. So when they ask something, you just have to search their name, and all the details will be popped up in the ERP. So you could serve them better. You will know if let's say they have ordered some goods, and you can tell them if there is no items available, or if you can fulfill their order by looking at the ERP. So those kind of customer relationship you can build with a software like this. And this also helps to have the employee retention, because if you are on totally a manual way of doing things, it puts a lot of pressure into your employees, and they might do something wrong, and they will end up like, your business might end up pretty bad, and your employees also will suffer. So when you are using software, particular software designed for your business, it will minimize human errors. It will automate most of the things, so the employees could focus on the things that really matter, rather than trying to do everything. So that's the most important thing, I think, having an ERP in your business. And also, let's talk about data security and quality. let's say you are maintaining all the data in the Excel sheets and you are keeping it in your computer. What if there's a breakdown or shortage, and let's say there are a lot of ransomwares, so those things could happen into your computer, and you will definitely lose this data. So if you are having an ERP, especially a cloud ERP, all the data will be securely stored in a cloud, and that will be backed up every time. So you will never lose your data, which is crucial for your business. So that's you need to think about it. And when you're using an ERP, you know what exactly is in your business. You can get improved reporting. For like you will get more than 50 reports in any ERP, where you could run all these reports and get an idea about the status of your business accurately with the exact figures. And also this would help. It will give you advanced business insights, such as what are the top moving products, and who are the customers ordering frequently, and who's paying regularly, who's not paying regularly, what are your expenses, and what are the expense category that you have in your business. Those kind of business insights you could easily get with an ERP. And you could get the stock managements. If we talk about stock managements, you could get a much better idea with an ERP rather than maintaining it manually and putting everything into Excel sheets. And also in the supply chain management, managing the customer visit point to sending a shipment, there are a lot of pain points that you could avoid with having an ERP. So you will have a much smooth supply chain management, and your customer will be happy, and this comes back to the customer retention as well. And efficient invoicing and payment tracking will be also there, and you don't have to worry about losing any numbers, because everything stays in the ERP. Even if you forget something, you can go back to the ERP, run a report, and get those numbers. And in terms of accounting and finances, and also tax management, if your business is scaling up, it's really hard to keep track of these things without having a software. So an ERP would definitely help in accounting and finance for you to optimize everything, including expenses and including tax management, and including every bit of data, to run it smoothly and scale up fast. Okay, so these are the general benefits of having an ERP. So I'll move into benefits of having a cloud ERP. So if you decided to go with the cloud ERP, I think that's the best decision you would ever make, because cloud ERP is the future, and since it is in the cloud, you will be able to access from anywhere in the world using any device. And this helps you to monitor your business even if you are in a vacation, or even if you couldn't go to the office, you could easily monitor your business from your home. And most of the ERPs are all-in-one software. So especially in Dislio, what we have focused is giving you an all-in-one solution rather than giving a component-wise ERP. So we'll be giving an all-integrated software. So with that, you don't have to switch between multiple softwares, which is a huge problem for most of the businesses currently in the market. So having all the data at one place with all these integrated together, linked together, helps you to get the better idea of your business. So you don't have to enter duplicate data, and it will be your input point is only one. Then all the data will be automatically transferred in the ERP. So all the data that we provide, most of the, rather than being data oriented, Dislio is much more analytical, and you can see everything at a glance. And like I said, having cloud ERP also help your help to secure your data. So those cloud ERPs have advanced backup mechanisms and disaster recovery mechanisms. And most of the cloud ERPs are simplified for the user experience. So the learning curve for your staff and for you would be much shorter, and you could get on board easily and run your business smoothly, maybe within a month. Since you have the real-time data synchronization, everything would look much better and much clearer to you. Okay, those are the things that I wanted to tell you briefly about having a ERP, how to set up ERP and how to select ERP. So thank you, everyone. So over to you, Udit.
Fantastic. I think that was very, very, very good, very in depth. And I think a lot of people will also understand the need for ERP with this. Guys, if you have any questions, please drop them in. We'll be more than happy to take up your questions. But more than anything, it's very important that you actually start using an ERP, or if you are an agency, start recommending your customers that they need to implement ERP systems, because if they don't, then not only they are losing the money on the table, but they are not having the right prediction. And Lahiru and his team is already working on implementing a direct native Shopify integration, WooCommerce integration, and BigCommerce integration, which I think is coming out at the end of July, right?
Yes, yes, yeah.
So that will help you massively, because imagine you have these systems already ready, and now you want to set up a Shopify store for them if you're running an e-com store. At that point stage, having an ERP which is ready to go, you can simply plug them in and you can get started. These things are extremely, extremely important for you in order for the growth of the business, because if you do not use softwares and do not use the right softwares, you're always going to suffer to grow. And that is from my personal experience, that I think the very first time when I think when I was in school, and the very first software that I used was Microsoft Sheet and Word, which is something that all of us, I think, pretty much learned as a first software. I think that was the time I decided that softwares are the thing, they are the future, they're going to be everything. So softwares help you a lot. They become one of your best companions in your business, because they got the data, and whatever the software is going to give you is not going to lie. It's not going to simply give you the stats to make you happy, right? If you're not doing well, the software is going to show that data. If you're doing well, the software is going to show you those stats. And that is what is required in order for you to understand the predictability of your business, how to scale up. If you're getting 10 orders a day, how to scale it up to 30 orders, right? And if you can scale it up, do you have the backend infrastructure to manage it? That's another challenge. It's not just the sales that matters, it's the delivery and the backend infrastructure matters as well, right? If you let's take an example. If you're buying from PitchGround, imagine if there is zero support. Imagine if there is no one. You're simply buying and wondering what to do, right? This can affect businesses, and that's why the backend has to be so the backend infrastructure has to be so incredible. And that's what something that we have worked upon over the past 8 months, 9 months. We have continuously focused upon the backend, and that's why you see that whenever you send out an email to us or a support issue or any other concern, we get back to within 24 hours. We know the predictability of how many people would be needing support every single day, and on the basis of that, we are able to predict whether we are crossing that 24 hours of deadline that we promised. If we do, then we immediately add in another support person to offload um, the load happening on the support people. This way, it helps us to understand the need, and we are able to continuously deliver. All of these things are only possible with the help of software. And this is where Dislio comes into picture. If you are running, or if you're selling anything online, forget about online. Even if you're selling anything offline, let's say whether it's you're running a restaurant, or you have or if you have any sort of customers who are running restaurants, plumbers, jewelry shop, it can be anything. An ERP system can help you. This is exactly where ERP system comes into picture, and it's a must for a business, especially as soon as businesses during COVID are going to start jumping on to looking such ERP solution. In fact, where I live in my building, just about 4 days ago, I got a call from one of my neighbors, and he was asking because most of the people know here that I own PitchGround. So he was like, I'm looking for a solution where I can manage all my orders and everything, and I cannot afford SAP because that's going to cost me like over $1 million a year at the very least. They don't even entertain customers who are smaller. They would just say, we're sorry, but you're not even eligible to use our software, right? He was stuck. He needed something that was affordable. He needed something that he could use it for his small business before he could grow, and he could start scaling up, right? So that's when I told him that we have something that's coming up in I think 4 days, Dislio. So you can check it out, you can try it out, and then make your decision. Still not convinced, go and at least sign up for Dislio. They give you a nice 30-day free trial. Check it out, give it a shot, see if it's a right fit for your business or not, and give them a try. If they are right fit, then I think $59 is an absolute steal of of a software that they're providing, because they've spent last 3 years building up this software. The investment that these guys have made is incredible. They are 1000% in Dislio. No distractions, nothing. They're just focusing on Dislio, and they're not focusing on anything else. And that's what really separates them from all the other vendors out there who are constantly focusing on multiple things. They are very precise on what they want to deliver, and how they want to focus on helping you with your business. And that has been their approach with Dislio, and they have continuously keep improving the system based on the user feedback. And that is another factor that really separates them, because we've seen in the past there are a couple of software vendors who can always get a little aggressive, and they might not be interested in delivering what the users want and just follow their own roadmap. These guys are really different as compared to some of them, right? These guys are completely user driven. And from the fact, I can tell you that any software company that is completely user driven and they build software based on the customer's need, they are going to be your best choice down the road. No matter which software you buy, no matter where you buy your software from, no matter whether you're buying like any other SaaS for your business, if the company is building up their own roadmap and not a user driven roadmap, that company will never care for you. That company is just providing a software, right? They're not providing a solution. And if you want to use a software, then that's a whole different story. So, Lahiru, before we wrap up the session, anything else that you want to let the users know,
Yeah,
the importance of an ERP?
yeah, actually, like you said, you are welcome to sign up for a trial and try the software. And also, even if you're on trial, if you need something, shoot us on the chat. There's a support chat inside the software. We'll be happy to put it into a roadmap if it is a requirement that we think we should be implementing. And we are always here to support you, like even if you want a demo, like some kind of setup instruction, our team is always there to help you guys. Yeah.
Awesome, fantastic. So with that, we'll be wrapping up our episode 2. We'll be coming back next week with our episode 3. Meanwhile, if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to us at support@pitchground.com. Larry, if you can just let them know your support email, just in case if they prefer
It's
not to have a chat and send you an email.
yeah, it's support@dislio.com.
Perfect. So if you want to reach out to Dislio support, just send out an email to them. They have a brilliant support. Or if you just want to personally reach out to Lahiru, he's available all the time. You can reach out to him on Facebook, email. I'll always say reach out to people via email. That's the most professional way of really reaching out. But regardless, we're always here for you because we care and we genuinely want to improve your workflow, your business. That is something what PitchGround is all about. So with that, we'll be wrapping up our episode number 2. We'll be coming back with episode number 3 next week. Until then, stay safe and make sure that you are focusing on growing your business and implementing ERP in one of the best possible ways. Guys, thank you so much and have a great night, everyone who is in Asia, and have a great day ahead who is in US right now. Awesome, guys, and have a good one.